Highlands, my name is Nick.
And I'm Sam. Welcome to Highlands Youth.
We have so much in store for you and a new exciting things. We've got our games and music, but tonight we'll have our very own student leaders running the message. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our service.
Hi guys! My name's Mercedes and this is Ellie, and we are here with our grade 9 girls small group. We are about to play a game of Pictionary. So the way that this game works, if you guys have not played this game before or haven't seen it being played by some awesome people right here, the way it works is basically we are going to take turns drawing on this whiteboard right here. So there's a line down the middle for a reason. We are here to win a game. We're gonna win. So my team is Claudia, Zoe, Gloria, and Eliana.
My team is Chloe, Aria,
We are basically going to take turns drawing our little list here. We have a list that our lovely friend Audrey made up for us. And we're going to, be drawing what is on the paper. And the girls need to guess. And whoever guesses first wins the point. So we'll be winning a lot of points. And if the screen says that their points stay at 0, don't be surprised. It's just, it's gonna happen. It's really gonna happen. Okay. Should we get into it? Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Hype it up. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, we can't. What's it called? Superhero. Is it superhero? Flying.
It's a
right here, baby, right here.
No.
Right here. Wait. Put a fire emoji for the winning team, us, and put a chicken emoji for that team.
Why chicken?
Because that's what.
No,
put a
star.
Yeah, a star.
We need stars in our lives.
3, 2, 1, go.
Body with
I love Australia. I love America.
Who said?
What?
No, there's more to it though. Who said tourists?
No, it's tourists in New York. Tourists in New York.
How did you get that?
Sorry.
Oh, you wait, I'm smart.
You sound like
Yeah,
that.
wait.
Okay. I can't see.
You can't take it.
Arrow. Right. Church.
Well, like we finding their way to Christianity through the church.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Interpret. You only knew that because you looked at mine. Writing a group family. Discipleship. We'll come together.
Youth camp. Sorry,
Pizza.
Oh, pizza delivery.
Domino's. Bites. Pizza. Lots of people. Us.
It's like a pizza delivery.
It's a picking up pizza. Delivery man. Receipt.
No, we were close.
Pizza Hut. Helmets. Hats. Food.
Party.
Hairspray.
Oh, it's like
Cameraman. Photographer. Accessory.
Musical theatre.
Pizza Hut. Cameraman. Photo man. Hats. Movie games. Mickey Mouse. What's that called? Movie. It's filming a movie. What's that got to do with hairspray? I said film. You said movie.
I said hairspray, and then I said news.
Why were you saying something about a hat?
No, it's like the headgear when you like filming.
What does it? There's no logic to this. It was what is it?
That was good.
So good. Okay, so to be completely honest, guys, we have lost count of who's won. I actually think it was us, but I hope it's us. So just like check the
Can you
comments.
count?
It'll be here or here or here or here or here,
It'll be somewhere.
and comment right here who you think should have won and who you think didn't cheat.
Who do you think got the best?
We hope you guys enjoyed that game. We had a lot of fun, even though we were a little bit louder than we feel supposed to be. We hope you enjoyed watching that. This is the Grade 9 Girls Small Group signing out. Bye guys, have fun.
Bye.
Let me tell you about him. Jesus is his name, and I'm all about him. I live to bring him praise. He is the way and the truth and the life. God is 3 in 1, reigning undefeated. Our God is overcome. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Let me tell you about him. King of kings, Lord of lords. There is no one like him. There is none at all. Alpha and Omega, resurrected Savior. Jesus is his name. Let me tell you about him. closer than a brother. He will never leave. God is my provider. He is all I need. He is God Almighty. He will never change. We cry holy, holy, name above all names. Most high, most high, most high. Let me tell you about him. King of kings, Lord of lords. There is no one like him. There is none at all. Alpha and Omega, resurrected Savior. Jesus is his name. Let me tell you about him. There's a billion angels bowed before your throne. There's the sound of all the saints as we praise you alone. King above all kings, Lord above all lords. You're the one who is and was and is forevermore. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty, ready to receive the power and the glory. There is no one like him, there is none at all. Jesus is his name. Turn, turn, turn. Alright. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Let me tell you about him.
Hey guys, welcome to Highlands Youth. I'm Deng, I'm in grade 8, I go to Highlands, and tonight I'll be introducing the series Hands On, Hands Up. So before we start, I just want to quickly pray over today or tonight, depending on when you're watching this. So Lord, I thank you for the opportunities we have to watch you together or in small groups or ourselves, and I pray that you help us to get something from the message tonight. Amen. So when I had a look at the series plan and saw the title, I thought straight away this is going to be impossible. What does hands on, hands up actually mean? So hands on is when we do God's will and we bring heaven down to earth. Hands up is when we surrender it all to Jesus even though we don't know the outcome. In response to this, I thought to myself, God never uses me. I won't be able to think of a time where I've put my hands on. But then I thought about it and I realized that God uses us all a lot more than we think. So first I'm going to talk about hands-on. One day in primary school about 2-3 years ago, we all went to morning tea and we were waiting for the second bell. So we had 3 bells. The first bell was you could leave class, go grab your food, sit down. The second bell meant you could get up and go play and do your own stuff. The third bell meant end of break and you had to go back to class. So me and my friends were sitting down, we were waiting for this second bell, and we were kind of bored and we wanted to get up, but if you got caught getting up and running around or something, you would get given like these green slips and they would stack up and it lead to your parents finding out and you ending up in a detention room. So we were sitting down and I saw this guy, and he was one of my classmates, and he was sitting by himself, and my friends had told me that the guy was bad news and that I should talk to him. And I was fairly new at the time, so I wasn't really sure. But in 1 Samuel 12:22, for the sake of his great name, the Lord will not reject his people, because the Lord was pleased to make you his own. So I thought, if the Lord will not reject his people, then who am I to do so? So I waited for the teacher to look away, then I got up and I went over, I sat next to this guy, and it was awkward between both of us, and I said hi, he said hi, and we sat there for a bit. Then we connected and it was just a happy vibe, and I realized that God was using me to disciple this guy, and that discipleship at that time, it was just being a good friend to him and all of my other friends. All it takes is one convo for you to change someone's life. Mention small group or youth and it can do a lot of things. Like, I've seen it happen before. One of my good friends, Dylan, shout out to you, Dylan, he was mentioned in a post by the church a couple of weeks ago, and he said in the post, he said, I first came to youth in 2017. A friend I worked with kept inviting me, and I thought I would go just to shut her up. It has changed my life. When I saw this, I thought of this Bible verse from Luke 6:31. Do to others as you would have them do to you. I'm going to repeat that because it's so short but so true. Do to others as you would have them do to you. I don't know about you, but if I was in a situation like that, I would want people to invite me to youth so I can experience Jesus' love. And if I was going through tough times, I'd want people to be there for me. So that's what I'm going to do for others, and I encourage you to do the same. A time when I put my hands up was about half a year ago. I started thinking about preaching and sharing about things from the Bible to groups of people, but I kind of forgot about the idea and I put it to the side. I didn't pay much attention to the thought and I forgot about it for a bit, but then an opportunity to pursue the idea came up. So my pastoral care teacher, he asked the whole class for a few volunteers to stand up and do a devotion, and straight away I knew God was giving me the opportunity to acknowledge him and share what's on my heart with my peers. I ended up doing the devotion in front of the whole grade. It wasn't too many people, about 48 or something, but it felt good afterwards. 2 people came up to me and said that they really needed to hear what I had to say, and that made me feel like I had achieved my goal, which was to help somebody. About a week ago, or 2 weeks ago in Christian Studies, we're watching this preach by a lady called Sadie Robertson. You may know her because she was on Dancing with the Stars. And anyway, so she was driving with her friend to a conference, and they were about 3 minutes out, and she saw this homeless man, and they locked eyes, and she felt Jesus say, I died to take that man's pain away. Go talk to him and you know how I feel. So she didn't really want to do it, so she prayed that somebody else would do it. But then the homeless man looked away but looked back at her, and she thought, yes, he's going to come up to me, and then I won't have to start this conversation, so it's just going to be easy. But then he kept walking, and she realized that she needed to turn around and get out of the car and go talk to this man. So that's what she did. She told her friend to turn around. They stopped by this man. She went up to him and she said, I don't have any money or anything, but I have this Bible and I want you to have it. He said, no, I can't take it. She said, sure you can. It's all I have and I want you to have it. And he said, no, I'm an atheist. I can't take it. So she said, okay. And she turned around and she went to place it down so that if he wanted to have a read, he could. But then he said, no, don't leave it. She said, do you want it? He said, no again. He said, I can't take it, but there's somebody out there who needs it, but it just can't be me. Sadie said her heart broke at that point, and so did mine when I heard that, because Jesus is extending his hand to us, and he has this Bible in his hand that he wants us to read and to look at, but we keep saying no, we can't take it, and we stick with this bad life. So Sadie put her hands up for Christ in this situation, and she wasn't expecting for anything to happen to her, but to this homeless man, and that good would happen to him. But she ended up connecting with Christ on a whole nother level, and she learned something. Proverbs 13:20. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I encourage you guys to put your hands on when you go back to school, and I want you to beg people to give Jesus a chance. Ask them to listen to what Jesus has to say in this book. All right. I'm going to quickly pray for you guys again to end this off. So, Lord, I thank you for all the opportunities you give us. I thank you that you died for us so that we can have a good relationship with God. And I pray that you are watching over everybody who watches this preach, and I pray that next week there'll be more and more people connecting with you and accepting your gifts and promises. And so thank you for listening to what I have to say. I'm pretty sure it's praise and worship time now, so I encourage you guys to get up, praise Jesus, and just have some fun. So, bye.
When the silence steals my voice, you understand me, you understand me, and come to me in the valley of unknowns. You understand me, you understand me, you understand me, God. You understand me. So I throw all my cares before you, and my doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought. You're bigger than I thought you were. I believe, but help my unbelief. You understand me. You understand me. Help me reach the faith that's underneath. You understand me. You understand me. You understand me, God. You understand me. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. Yeah. Rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. I will rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. I will rest in the Father's hands. Leave the rest in the Father's hands. So I no longer cast before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were.
Thanks so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed the service.
We have a lot in store for you guys on the holidays. Just message your small group leader and we'd love to connect with you guys. And if you made a decision, make sure you tell someone. We'd love to just know you and chat with you guys. But hey, enjoy the rest of your holidays and thank you so much for tuning in to Highlands Youth.